Dear me, this letter is not written to scold you. It is written to soften the way you remember yourself. You trusted easily, not because you were careless, but because you believed people meant what they said. You listened with your whole heart. You assumed sincerity because that was your language. You offered honesty because it was natural to you, not because you were trying to earn anything in return. There was nothing weak about that. At the time, you didn't know that some people borrow hope without intending to return it, that some speak beautifully but live carelessly, that consistency matters more than charm, and presence matters more than promises. You didn't know yet that honesty in you did not guarantee honesty in them. And so you trusted again and again, sometimes after small disappointments, sometimes after quiet betrayals that didn't look dramatic enough to leave over. You learned slowly, not through one big heartbreak, but through a series of small realizations that settled into your body over time. I know how often you replay those moments now, how you ask yourself why you didn't see it sooner, why you stayed kind when caution would have protected you, why you kept believing after the first fracture appeared. You tell yourself you should have known better. But hear this, you were not wrong for trusting. You were simply early in learning discernment. Trust was your nature. Discernment had to be learned. There is a difference. You didn't grow because you hardened. You grew because you paid attention, because you noticed patterns, because you stopped explaining away behavior that didn't match words. I wish I could tell you that trusting less would have saved you, but that wouldn't be true. What saved you was learning to pause, to observe consistency, to let time reveal what words could not, to understand that effort repeated matters more than apologies spoken once. You didn't fail at reading people. You simply hadn't learned yet that patterns matter more than potential. And that lesson didn't come cheaply. It came with disappointment you carried quietly, with nights where you wondered whether being softer made life harder, with moments where you considered closing your heart altogether just to stop feeling foolish. But you didn't. You adjusted without losing yourself. That matters. You learned that boundaries are not punishments. They are information. They teach others how to treat you and remind you how to protect yourself. You learned that trust does not need to be rushed, that it can be built slowly, with observation, with patience, with time doing its quiet work. Today, trust no longer runs ahead of you. It walks beside discernment. It asks questions. It notices effort. It waits. And that doesn't make you colder. It makes you wiser. You are allowed to keep your softness and still protect yourself. You are allowed to believe in goodness without handing your heart to everyone who asks for access. This letter is not an ending. It is a reframing. Your openness was never a mistake. It was a phase of becoming. A season where you learned how deeply you can feel and how carefully you must choose where to place that depth. You didn't lose anything by trusting too easily. You gained clarity. You gained self-respect. You gained the ability to recognize love. That feels steady instead of confusing. And that is not a small thing. So be gentle when you remember that version of yourself. She wasn't foolish. She was human. She was learning without guidance. She was hopping without armor. And she did the best she could with what she knew then. Now you know more. And you are allowed to live differently. With both a gentle heart and a guarded gate.